What's good, Divine Collective? It is your good sis Iman here, returning with another reading for you all. My readings, I want to be a little bit more practical. I love to read practically, where you can use these energies to your biggest advantage. So this particular reading is going to be surrounded around emotions and how those emotions with each element are affecting your body status at this point. Okay. By no means is this a medical reading. I am not giving any medical advice. Please, if you are seeking medical advice, go to whomever it is that you entrust with that. But this is just going to be a reading letting us know where your emotions are being stored in your body right now, what Spirit has in store for you with the tarot as to why these situations may be occurring. And we're going to pull a galactic council card to see which galactic council can definitely help you all with this. And ending off with an oracle card that gives us some idea as to where or what chakras are being affected at this time. Okay, this is going to be an elemental reading, so that means I'm going to go by air, fire, water, and earth. Okay, all right, y'all, stay tuned. Galactic Collective, what is up? This is going to be a beautiful reading of emotions for the signs of earth. So that is my Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgos. Okay, this particular reading is going to surround what emotions could be stuck where in the body, what could have caused them, what Galactic Council is going to assist you all in raising the frequency of these particular stagnant emotions in the body, and what chakra activation or geometry activation is going to assist you all in healing this as well. Okay, so this is no medical advice. We are simply speaking from spirit. We are strictly speaking of emotional intelligence in a spiritual way, and how to be practical towards spiritually healing oneself. Okay, quick prayer for my beautiful earth signs, ancestors, great ones, galactic ones, angels of abundance, angels of transmutation, our higher selves, our source energy, source power. I ask that you all open any doors that are of you, all doors that are of you, and close any and all of them that are not of you all. Give a clear, concise message for, I don't know why just yet, that with my eyes closed, you all are the only ones out of all the elements that I've done thus far, and I've completed all of them, that I get a vision message. And the visual message that I just got as I had my eyes closed was kind of like this weeping bunny with long ears. And you know how like animals, when something's going, when they're sad, the ears tend to droop back for a bunny, or droop down to the side or whatever. And I saw like these big old beautiful like blue eyes, but they were like crying, like little tears coming out of it. So let's dive into that, because earth signs, spirit, earth signs, give us 3 cards. Because if we understand what bunnies for me are like abundance and or shifting dimensions. Like, that they can easily shift into different realities. And so I feel like Spirit is saying, the way for you to jump into different realities is to come into your emotional body. Like, tap into your emotional body, because your emotional body is going to tap into your heart chakra, and your heart chakra is going to guide you into new planes of existence. Okay, that's what I'm getting from that. So the cards that came out, thank you, Spirit, were Ace of Earth, we have the Brain, and we have Five of Metal. The Ace of Earth, as you can see here, we have the number 4 with the Brain, or the Emperor card. That's a major arcana. Then we have Five of Metal, which is pretty much like Five of Swords. But this is Chinese elements, so it's a little bit different. But anyhow, picking up some energy off of these here. I'm hearing that there's like this caged in energy, right? This uber earthed energy where you are sort of like immovable, and it's causing damage to the brain. And when I say like damage to the brain, I'm getting frontal lobe. And the frontal lobe of the brain, let's see what that entails there. Hold on, you guys. I'm going to get a little bit more information here. Wow, okay. The frontal lobe of the brain is important for voluntary movements, expressive language, and for managing higher level of executive functions, right? So executive functions meaning to the collection of your cognitive skills, including the capacity to plan, organize, initiate, self-monitor, and control one's responses in order to achieve a goal. So it controls motor functions, problem solving, spontaneity, memory, language, initiation, judgment, impulse control, social and sexual behavior. And so Spirit is kind of like bringing to the forefront sexual behavior. Like, I'm getting, you are so fixated on, or having like a one-track mind, that there's kind of not like a space for you to express your sexual nature, or not express, more so like so I guess another way for me to say express would technically be to like say that you are not able to really enjoy your sexuality. It's kind of like being a prude at this point, right? And if we think about like the damage to the frontal lobe, if the frontal lobe is damaged, there could be behavioral issues, depression, and a loss of strength in the muscles. And depression definitely can bring on some major issues when it comes down to expressing your sexuality, because if you're not focused on that, if you're shutting down, all of those aspects of yourself, because you're so like one-track minded on your goals, it kind of doesn't bring anything else into balance for you. Okay. I see here that like financially, there is a focus, there's a gain, you're becoming an authority over it. But it's kind of like you're shutting down other aspects of yourself in the midst of it, and not knowing that you're sort of kind of like doing some damage to the frontal lobe of your brain, right? Or the processes or the hormones towards the frontal lobe of the brain here. Okay. It's like wanting to control things too much, wanting it to go in a very methodical order. And there's nothing wrong with being methodical, but so Spirit is saying, like, don't be so rigid in your choices. Don't be so rigid that you are not taking time out to be sensual, that you're not taking time out to show that other aspect of you some love. Okay? Like, Spirit just says sex is good for the lungs. And I'm looking here at this lung right here, right? You see the lung and you see like the large intestine here. So I feel like I am speaking to Taurus and Virgo at this point. Taurus and Virgo. So we have the lungs, we have the large intestine, we have the kidneys, and we have the stomach, along with the circulatory system. Okay, so it's like everybody came out with some type of circulatory issue here, and circulatory just kind of like is indicative for me of the chi energy, or the universal power that we all have. And so Spirit is saying here, like, you need to get out and like truly express and take the cage off of your chest. Like, our lungs are caged in by our ribs. But I feel like because you have not been expressing too much of your heart chakra, of that love, that is beginning to kind of like crush your chest a little bit. It's beginning to like weigh in on you. And so that weight is bringing pressure to your brain. It's kind of like pressurizing, like when we think about a plane, the plane or the cabin has to be pressurized in order to lift it off in the air. So it's kind of like Spirit is saying that what you're doing right now, you're emotionally functional, but you're not emotionally balanced. If that makes any sense to you guys. Okay? Thank you, Spirit, for my fire signs. Let's see what has my fire signs. I'm sorry. My earth signs. Jeez Louise. Thank you, Spirit, for earth signs. You all could be dealing with fire signs. You could be butting heads with an Aries. You could be butting heads, y'all, with somebody in the fire region. So that'll be like a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. And yeah, y'all could definitely just not be seeing eye to eye right now, because you want to do it your way and they want all the shine on them. That's what I heard. Okay. So here we go. We have the High Priestess. This is giving me Hathor energy. And Hathor, for me, since she is the sacred cow, deals with the Taurus energy, okay? So the opposite aspect of Hathor is Sekhmet. So Hathor is kind of like her loving, peaceful self. And when she gets like tossed over the edge, she becomes Sekhmet. She becomes that fiery lioness. And she just has to go out for blood. Okay. So I feel like there's a Taurus here that could be dealing with a Sagittarius individual. No, excuse me, a Leo. Okay. They could be dealing with a Leo or Sagittarius, Taurus. And I feel like at this point, my dear earth sign, Spirit is wanting you all to get out of like the humdrum of your everyday cycle. Spirit is wanting you all to kind of like throw some type of like element of surprise into your world at this point, right? Don't be so rigid. Don't be so earthed. Don't be so grounded to the point that you are not allowing yourself to explore that fiery aspect of you. So even though like this fire sign may be getting on your damn nerves, but they mean well to pull you into this alchemical aspect that spirit wants for you to tap into. So you all could have fire or either water in your chart. And so the high priestess also is, she is in the sign of Pisces, right? Which is the intuition, which is the moon energy. So if she's in a sign of Pisces, I think some of you all may have like a Pisces moon. And spirit is saying it's time to tap more into your dream world, into your intuition. Wow, I just dropped all my cards across the floor. This is flipping crazy. Hold on, you guys. Yeah, see, like that's what I'm saying, frontal lobe energy, because I literally just dropped my cards all over the floor, and that deals with like your motor function, right? Like, I don't know how, but all of them just fell out my hand and just went, shoo, all across the goddamn floor. So I feel like a lot of you all could probably like feel very discombobulated right now, like very clumsy, at this point. And it's because spirit wants you to balance out these energies. Spirit wants you to bring more like aliveness, like kid-like energy, childlike energy into your space right now, right? So use your intuition in order to channel in like new opportunities for you to delve into a different aspect of yourself, like mix and match what you know to be true for you. Okay. So far out of the tarot deck, we have nothing but major arcana. So it's like spirit is kind of like coming in, source is coming in and really like letting you all know, like, listen, we really need for y'all to get this right now. We really need for y'all to understand how important this is, because you could be losing functions, and you could be losing your spontaneity, your zeal about life at this point. So the Justice card is coming in, Mayat is coming in to shift, right? Or to balance out your heart against your mundane life. Okay? So neither one of them are supposed to tilt the scale too much, but they're supposed to balance each other out. So make sure that you're having just as much work as you are having play. All right. What else, spirit? Chariot. And Chariot, which is another major arcana. I'm telling you. So spirit is all over this reading. I feel like you all have been like feeling this energy of being off kilter for some time now, and they're wanting to recalibrate and rebalance out this, because it's very major, right? But we do have Chariot, which is in the sign of Cancer. Okay, so the Chariot is saying that there's a balance needing to take place between your dark and your light aspects. Know that both of them can occupy the same space at the same time, but you have to be the ruler over it. Okay, so your work and your play can occupy the same space, but you have to be the one to really initiate it, and you have to be the one to take control over it. Like, you have to be the one to pull the reins on it. Okay, if we're speaking of someone that rides horses, or that controls horses, or control the power, because horses are indicative of power. So we have the Five of Wands and another major arcana that came out, which is the Fool card with the Five of Wands. So it's the Five of Wands is saying like you've been battling back and forth with yourself to start a new way of life. It's like, I feel like it's like 5 different aspects of you right now that is that you are trying to like juggle out. I'm not saying like, you know, my earth signs are crazy or anything, but like there's like a lot of like conflict into which direction to take. And Spirit just saying, just fucking choose a direction and just take it. Okay? Just leap off and just take it. You know, allow, like, don't try to control so much. Allow us to come in and kind of like give you that elements of surprise too. A lot of you all don't like surprises. You don't like to be surprised. And your spirit team and your guys are trying to surprise you at this time. And they're saying like, it's hard as hell to do it. Like, and so they just want you to just tap into your childlike energy at this point. Okay. And let go of having to be so action oriented all the time, because again, it's keeping you rigid when they just want you to kind of like frolic. It's time for you to frolic. Okay. 10 of Pentacles, Star card, another major arcana, to the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so your divine mission is surrounding around nurturing like people's self-worth. And Spirit is saying that your self-worth, first of all, you have to do the alchemical processing of pulling down the information from the ethers to know how to kind of like move it through a source of community. So because you are the star card, you are the star energy, you'll be pulling down this massive amount of information from the ethers and transmuting it into communications. So you're going to be communicating, like I see that Spirit is saying your organization is needed when it comes down to what your spiritual task is going to be. But you have to first nurture yourself. You have to nurture your own energy. You have to nurture your own self-worth. And your self-worth is not surrounded around being so like on point all the time. You have to have some wiggle room, some imagination, which is Aquarius, right? Because the star card is Aquarius. You have to have some type of imagination in order to manifest your mission properly. What else, Spirit? What else? Hermit. Yep. Do some deep diving. I'm telling you, like, I feel like all of my major arcana are about to come out for y'all. Do some deep diving into truly where you want to be guided to next, or how you wish to guide others on this journey. Ace of Cups. And you're for sure to come out of this with a clear aspect of how to redirect your emotions, how to be guided by the heart. Okay, how to be guided by peace and love and calamity. That's the word I just heard in my head. Calamity? What the hell? I'm looking it up, y'all. Hold on. Calamity. An event causing great and often sudden damage or distress, a disaster. Oh, so they want y'all to tap into yourselves before you cause a calamity. And a calamity means an event causing great or often sudden damage or distress, right? So when I said earlier, like frontal lobe damage, they're wanting you to learn how to go with the flow and not try to control every move, because if you do, you're going to cause some type of calamity. It's going to cause some type of like clash in your body. And your body is a system that has to flow. It has to give like its ebb and flow. And I'm feeling like some major shifts in my sacral plexus. And my sacral plexus, or the sacral plexus, deals with emotions. It deals with ebb and flow. It deals with sensuality and sexuality. So Spirit is saying, have some time for play. Make some time for play. That's all they keep telling me. Make some time for play. Make some time to tap into the emotional realms. Okay. King of Cups. I'm telling you, Spirit wants you all to be in alignment with your emotional needs, because I feel like you're neglecting your emotional needs right now. You're not a robot. You're not all work and no play. You're not a robot, you guys. Okay? All right, so Spirit, thank you for message for my earth signs. Taurus, Leo. I'm sorry, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Jeez Louise. I'm telling you, like, these fire signs are all up in y'all damn reading. I feel like I'm telling you, I feel like either you have fire in your chart and that fire is trying to pull y'all into a source of adventure. But Sagittarius is all about adventure. So I feel as if come this Sagittarius season, y'all need to take a trip. Hopefully y'all are taking a trip for like Christmas time or something like that. Okay. But the Galactic Council that is helping you all out at this point is the Mantis being enigma, elusive, and sensitive. Okay. This card reminds me of of the High Priestess. I don't know, like, doesn't he look like he works with like the magic of the moon? You know? The Mantis beings. And what's standing out to me is that he's green with a purple jacket on. Purple is the crown chakra, green is the heart chakra. The moon in the back deals with the emotions. So I feel like there needs to be a balance in all of those three chakras. I feel like Spirit is also saying for you all to release any hurt that you have experienced in the recent past, like over the past year. Because like, I feel like it haunts your dreams. I feel like it haunts your dreams, and it kind of like made you into like this alien form. And when I say alien, I mean kind of like something that feels out of place, right? When it's alien, it's just not foreign. And so you feel out of place because when you did open your heart, your worst nightmares became true. And now it haunts you. And I feel like I'm talking to a Capricorn when I say that. I feel like I'm speaking to a Capricorn. But Spirit wants you to know that it was because you were trying to control a situation too much, and you didn't allow room for that childlike energy to come in. Yeah. All right. So the Mantis beings. Some consider the Mantis beings to be one of the most mysterious. It is said to would be that they are originally from the Virgo constellation. So this is actually a card of Virgo, okay? In the sidereal galaxy, some 29 million light years from Earth. Certain factions also reside in the Draco constellation. Mantis beings are bipedal, standing up 10 feet tall with additional joints on their long spiny limbs. They have an exoskeleton body that ranges in colors from greens to browns to black. Their neck, arms, and hands have additional joints, and they are insectoid in appearance, similar to Earth's praying mantis. They have sometimes been associated with abduction and contactee phenomenon. Reports claim that they have an oily covering substance over their body for reasons that are still speculative. Ancient Egyptians, Aboriginal, and African mythologies make reference to these beings. Reports say that the mantis beings' culture reveres the matriarchal social structure and that they honor subtle feminine receptive frequencies to maintain heightened and tuned awareness. They are masters of sound and color vibrations, both in healing presence and maintaining an altered state of higher consciousness. These essential practices are also carried through the mantis beings' cultural ceremonies to maintain a high evolved civilization. They are telepathic and, like the blue avians, have a high sophisticated sentient spherical orb source field technology for interdimensional time travel. Some say that they are silent overlords that monitor and observe the cosmic species spiritual progress. Okay, so again, I feel like Spirit is definitely saying that, like, your methodical ways are needed, but because you're still in human format, you have to know how to balance it. That's just, I'm sorry, like, to keep repeating the same message like over and over, but I feel like that's just what Spirit is letting us know at this time. Okay, so let's see what activations can assist you all in coming into balance with this with these emotions. Okay, well, that almost came out. Empowerment. Empowerment, number 26. The frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in the deep trust that we all are connected through the same source. Okay? You're not by yourselves, you guys. You don't have to isolate. You don't have to feel like you have to be alone at this time. There are people that want to love you, so allow them in to love you, because this is going to do wonders for your heart chakra, okay? Let's go ahead and read exactly what Spirit wants you all to know about empowerment. Empowerment refers to the process of enabling or giving power to, and we typically associate power with strength. In the new energy, however, strength not only refers to the totality of everything that makes us strong on the outside, like our physical form and shape, but includes the inner qualities of wisdom, balance, flexibility, adaptability, and courage, which I feel like, Spirit is saying for the earth signs to have. More adaptability, more flexibility, okay? Our true power is deeply rooted in our knowing of who we are, our connection to source and self. When we are clear about who we are, we can be clear about what we are here to do. This clarity is empowering. In the empowerment image, we see human shapes with their arms above their heads, referring to the state of completeness that every human can reach on their own. They also show us that the power of our connection, because we are all connected to the same source, we can overcome any perceived differences and combine our power towards a more conscious reality. All the shades and the graduations of blue refer to our ability to express ourselves in the world. Blue is also considered to be the color of truth. The red in the center refers to our ability to ground and identify ourselves in the physical world. Red stimulates courage and strength and power and determination. And the yellow balls emerging from the middle refer to the inner power that flows from our center into the grid of the flower of life, the basis of our form-based reality. Take a breath and go inside yourself. Try this for a thoughtful moment. Contemplate all aspects of you that are supporting you to the fullest expression. Do you speak and live in your truth? Are you comfortable showing up fully as yourself wherever you go? Try dressing up for no particular reason besides celebrating and empowering yourself. Again, when you think about that, who do things like that? A child. A child is going to play dress up with him or herself, in order to try on different aspects of the self, okay? So play a little bit more, my beautiful earth sign. The spirit is saying that you all deserve to play more, okay? All right. So my beautiful earth signs, let's go ahead and take a nice full deep breath in. Hold that breath. I want you to squeeze until you get to your sacral chakra. I don't know why I want to keep saying boxes. Till you get to your sacral chakra. Hold the energy there. Hold your breath. And squeeze a little bit more till we get to the heart chakra. Visualize a beautiful green ball of light flowing around in your chest. As you visualize that, hold that green ball of light in your chest. Move that energy all the way up into your third eye. Hold the energy of imagination in a beautiful indigo blue. And finally, watch that energy go into your crown chakra and come out at the top of your head as you release. Hold your energy. Feel the energy around you. Ask for guidance, forgiveness. Ask for clarity. Ask for truth. Ask for love. True love. Ask for healing. Sit in this energy. Be in love. Be loved. Be loved, my beautiful earth signs. Until next time, peace.